Hey, welcome back to Toland's Tactical Tales T3. You know what to do. Like, share, subscribe. Another video for you. Self-defense cooking, how not to cook food. That's number 31, I think, episode 31. It is January... What's the date today? January 24th at about 2:15 in the afternoon. Lots of ingredients on this one, you guys. There's a recipe. Matter of fact, there's a lot of recipes. This is going to be bourbon chicken like at the mall. So if you're old like me, you remember going to the mall and the food court and they had bourbon chicken. Now, there's all kinds of lore about this one. Like, I've watched more videos on this than I think I've ever done for any of this. There's more prep going into it. Is there a recipe? It'll be linked in the... No, it won't. No, because it's just me trying to remember all the things. So what could possibly go wrong? Let's start this thing up and light this candle. So turn on the hot making machine. Well, over here. I'm going to put it on the middle part, right? Not the too hot part, but the middle part. Also, at the same time, yeah, I know. It's going to be fine. What could go wrong? I did a couple of things prep-wise. I cooked chicken, because that takes a long time. It makes a lot of smoke. I turned on all the fans and left the house to go eat food last night because I had made a significant amount of smoke. And I cleaned the kitchen. Yeah, I know. Looks good. Thanks. Appreciate you. Wait. There we go. Nice, right? Nice. Okay. So, do you want to go? Yeah, list. Soy sauce, red beans and rice, because it's going to go over the top of that. We're not making that. We're in a can of that. Onion powder, garlic powder, red pepper chili flakes, pepper, ACV, apple cider vinegar, oyster sauce, bourbon. Now, if you don't drink alcohol, you know, we're going to cook it. We're going to cook it. I actually saw one day flambe. Are we going to try to flambe in Doug's kitchen? No. No, that's not a great plan. Garlic, right? Garlic. And then ginger. Okay? Got some cornstarch to make a slurry. Oh, wait a minute. Something in the oh gosh dang it, refrigerator. Forgot one ingredient. You're going to get moved for a minute. I got to reach in here because I had to move the camera around today for safety. There we go. Couple of things I forgot. What are the odds I forgot something when I was putting all this stuff out? Like 100%, right? 100%. Did you miss me? I'm back. Hey, there we go. Welcome back. All right, that's heating up. That's heating up. We're going to start by making the sauce. Let's use a measuring machine. We don't need to, but I think it's going to give me like a proportion. That's a half a cup. Yeah, half a cup. Good thinking. That one's on. Yep. All right. So first thing in the wet ingredients stuff. Oh yeah, I got a brand new. Had to go get what you call it? This stuff, soy sauce. I ran out of just a small amount. So we're gonna use a half a cup of soy sauce, and that's all of that, and then a little bit more. So we'll add that. Again, these are. Don't do anything. Wait a minute. Let's pause. Okay, good pause. Good pause. Don't cook like this is self-defense cooking. How not to cook food, right? That we got all that. Go back, watch the waiver, circle back. Some of you did. That's awesome. Is everybody? Yeah, that's all right. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. It'll buff, probably. But remember, we started this because years ago when I first started. That goes in that one. Get in the right pot. Okay. That goes in a little bit like a tablespoon of hoisin sauce. I'm going to put stuff back here as I go. Tablespoon of oyster sauce. This is all going in here. Yeah, tablespoon of oyster sauce. That's good. That's powerful. And it's all got its purpose though. We're going to do a cup or whatever's amount in this bottle of apple juice, regular apple juice. That's going in there. That can hit the recycle. Good. Is it hot? It's getting hot. So we're also going to have to be a little careful with this. All right, we're going to put garlic, ginger in it. I'm just open these up real quick. You know what? We'll use a life hack on the. Stick that in there carefully. Twist, release it, and then if you can't get the seal open, ta-da! It's almost like magic, only not. Okay, we got garlic. Now, into this hot frying pan, we're going to start by. You should pre-cook the chicken. I did. Pre-cook. Is it burnt? I mean, burnt's a harsh word. It's charred, maybe. Let's go with that. All right, that's heating up. We want to put. Oh, let's keep going with the wet stuff because that's still got. That'll be fine. A little bit of smoke won't kill us, probably for safety. Half a cup of bourbon. Approximately. This is all approximate stuff, right? There are recipes, but man, the recipes ranged, like I said, probably 20 or more videos on this one. All right, that's nice and hot. I don't want it to overheat. Red pepper chili flakes are going to go in here. The onion powder and onion powder and garlic powder went on the chicken as well as salt and pepper. So pre-cooked salt and pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, sear the chicken, cook it, cook all the way. And then salt and pepper, I said that twice. Okay, we got a little apple cider vinegar, a little bit of that, maybe a teaspoon of that-ish, maybe a teaspoon and a half. And that's gonna all cook together while we do the ingredients here. What else do we gotta do? That's going. That is now smoking. So, let's start with putting some garlic in here. What's the plan? Is this going according to plan? I don't ever know, right? I don't ever know how it's gonna go. Oh, there we go. More. You're right. Is there too much garlic? No, I don't think there's too much garlic in there. So we're going to cook that up until it's fragrant. I probably should have put some oil in there. The good news, we have some stuff here that'll work. Let's get a little oil, a little grease. That's lard. That's good enough. Just enough to make it. We're just going to cook that for just about a minute, maybe a little less. Can you see me okay? I had to really do some weird stuff to get the camera to film this. I'm going to move you just a bit. There we go. That's better. Sorry about that. That's cooking, okay. Now also into that we want to put the white part of the green onions. So we'll do that. What are we? Green onion? I guess it's green onions. We need a knife. Good news. We got a knife. I got a few. Alright, I don't want to burn that, and it feels like I am, so I'm going to do this. I feel like I'm going a little faster than I want to. Probably. Why? Because it's hot. And I'll turn it down in a second. But I want to get the flavors going. We're just do the white part, the green onion. Try not to get the root ends in there. There we go. That's going in. This whole thing is going to all mix together in a second, and then we're going to put the chicken in. Again, pre-cooked chicken. Could we have waited? Yeah, we could have tried that. But I got about a tablespoon or two of ginger and garlic. That's all cooking up nicely. Oh yeah, I'm also going to add red pepper chili flakes to that because I want it to be a little hot but not too hot. I put it in here too? Yeah, well, it's in both. Look at that. That's steam, not smoke. Sure enough, whatever. Probably. What could go wrong? I don't know. Seems like we're missing an element. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we got to put some, it says water, but I know that anytime you're cooking with water, a lot of times substitute chicken stock for that, right? Let's give this a stir. And that's good. I think we'll add a little garlic to that and a little ginger to that. Okay, now here's where we get all this cooking. It's nice and hot. And then this goes in here. There we go. Now that's gonna just cook out a little bit because we need to boil that to get the bourbon alcohol part out. I'll turn this one off because I think we're done with it. Well, we're not. We need to make rice, so I'll put a few things now. That might be smoke. It might be a little smoke, but it's not. It's fine. It's not bad. Put the garlic lid back on. All right, we got the garlic lid, we got the ginger lid, we got the seasoning done, we got this cooking, and it's gonna boil. We want it to boil so we can get any residual amount of alcohol out. I'll put this back here on the burner again and make sure that's on some degree of hotness because we gotta get the rice going. And I did just a can of red beans and rice. Can you see okay? It's fine. Nope, nothing to worry about here. All right, safety first. Maybe use adult supervision. It's not a bad idea. I mean, why not? But it's got to cook, right? And there's not a lot of, and I can't really turn on the fan because then you wouldn't be able to hear anything I'm saying because it's super loud. Right here. Get in the bowl. All right, that's 1 can of red beans and rice. Garbage. You know, right there. So, how you been? Did a video on, it's powerful. It's got a good smell. I think that might be the bourbon. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Probably that. That's cooking, it's boiling. All the seasonings are mixing in there. All right, we've got some of the chicken that's chopped. I'm gonna put that in. All right, there we go. And that way it'll heat all the way through and reduce, because we're just reducing this right now. That's all we're doing. Reducing it down. We'll add some, we'll add a cornstarch slurry to that in a minute. Boy, hopefully you can see. This will be a fun one, right? They're all fun. Remember, safety first. Don't do anything I do. There's a waiver for a reason. You metaphorically sign it if you're watching the video, like always. All right, there. Let's let that cook down. Get rid of the little trimmings here. I bought myself a little bit of time to figure out what's going on. That got a little bit heated there, didn't it? It's good. Back to the garbage one more time. Maybe, yeah, for another fun time. Not a long time, but a good time, right? Nonetheless, here we are. Okay, now, we got all the ingredients. We're going to just add a little, I'm going to stir the beans, because those are cooking. Red beans and rice is cooking. I want to get all the moisture out of that. I don't know that we're going to, because the canned red beans and rice, guys, it's not as good as homemade red beans and rice. But that's a whole nother video probably. Maybe we'll do that one. I don't know. Leave some comments or don't. Whatever you like. Right? That's the fun part of this. It's just to have a good time. And also make food. Because this is probably dinner or lunch or something. I'm going to have to eat this. I cooked it 2 days ago. And then I put it in the refrigerator. I think that's probably okay. It was in the cold making machine. I didn't leave it out. Because that's bad. Right? I cooked it thoroughly. So I could make sure that it was cooked properly. And you don't want every pink chicken on it. It's got to be cooked. So don't ask me how I know that, but just that's kind of important. We got all these ingredients. Yeah, we mixed it all in. We did the bourbon. We did all the sauces. Okay, nice. I had some measuring bowls back here. Thought that might be useful. It turns out no, not at all. You know, sometimes it goes better than planned. Sometimes it doesn't go as planned. Sometimes Well, you've seen them. If you haven't, about watch the videos, right? Hopefully, and you know, tell your friends. Like, share, subscribe. We got 300 as of now. I think this morning we had 307 subscribers. Just past the 300 mark. It's fine. The floor's swept. All right, we got some chopping to do still. Now the other chopping to the green part of the onion. Let's do some of that. We'll do it at a bias, at an angle. Probably can't see that I'm chopping at an angle. That's not fancy, but it's fun. All right, once that all cooks down, and it is kind of thickening up, but not really. So we'll add the little slurry. Now, you've probably seen this before, but this is sort of how you make really runny liquid. Thicken it with a little, and it's 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, 2 tablespoons of cold water. Mix it in, stir it into the boiling sauce, and it should help make it sauce-like. Sauce, really? Yeah, sure. Let's go with that. And I have there we go. So 2 tablespoons of water and 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Precisely measured by, not me. No. Just running it in there for fun. There was like I said, probably a whole bunch of different recipes and a bunch of different variations on this. One of them said that bourbon chicken wasn't actually, it doesn't have any bourbon in it, and it came from like Bourbon Street in, I guess, New Orleans, right? South. Y'all can correct me on that. And that the apple cider vinegar, ketchup. We need ketchup. You know what? We don't need ketchup that bad. I gotta move the whole thing all over again. It was a disaster. Not really. So that's, now you can physically see that it's thickening up. Probably you guys can't. I'm gonna try to hold it up in a minute. But it is super soupy. Super soupy? Words are hard. You know, language. Good times. But it kind of looks good. It smells good. Is it thickening up? Not really. Maybe I didn't use enough cornstarch. I don't know. I got a little more water. I guess just kind of also let it cook. You know what? Let's just do that. Let's just let it cook. And while it's cooking, how you been? Good to see you. Right? These are a lot of fun to make. I hope you enjoy them. I sure do have fun making them. I know I say that every time, but because it's true. They're a lot of fun. All right? You know, who knows if they'll go and get interesting, but right now, doesn't matter. We're having fun. Huh. I don't think I want to add any more cornstarch because as I'm talking to you, it is definitely thickening up. And I want it to be a little bit, you know what, you're right, a little more. Some's good, more's better. We'll rinse that out. There we go. Okay. All right, now as that cooks, there was supposed to be water in there and there was supposed to be ketchup. But one of the videos that I watched said that the ketchup and the, let me get this right here. The ketchup, the apple cider vinegar, and the apple juice was the replacement for the bourbon. But then other ones, those 3 things are still in there plus the bourbon. And then one of them's like, no, there's no replacement for the bourbon. You can't really do that. It'll be good, but it'll be something else. Boy, I tell you what, there was a lot of videos on this. But I had a lot of fun looking it up. And that's kind of neat when I was like, oh, let's try this. I wanted to do something a little more technical, like cooking. Ooh, let's pull that off, right? Did we burn the rice? Well, we didn't burn it, but it's got a crust on it now. Is that how rice is supposed to be? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's going to work out. Retry with a hot thing. But we're going to plate up this stuff. So, I'll put some rice down. And I'd like to put it down in a neat little container and make it look good, but it doesn't look like it's going to stay formed up like it should, because it's a can of beans and red beans and rice. That's gonna go over here. That's right behind me because it's still hot. You got that burn off? You got that burn off? Okay. This is boiling. Stir it a little bit because it's still not thick. I think I got a little too much fluid in there, as you will, right? I'm gonna keep it though because it looks really good. It should taste good. Oh, you know what we totally forgot? The brown sugar. Some of you are like, brown sugar, where's it? You're right. You're right. And that's 100% what I'm missing. You know how you do a thing? You're like, I think I'm forgetting something. Yep. That was the thing. And we're going to do a half a cup. Where's my measuring thing? We'll do that measure. We'll measure it. Half a cup of packed brown sugar. Because most everything else is a half a cup. So, half a cup of brown sugar. Rough numbers. Spilling it everywhere. I know. You're not wrong. Come on. It's good times. January, guys. By the way, it's really cold. If you hear some background noise, it's because all of the heaters I have, which is 3, are going right now to keep the house from being, cold. All right, we'll just stir that with the spatula. I'm glad we added that because that would have been a little bit, tangy. And it should be some. It's just not thickened enough. I did something wrong. Like, it's not like I followed a recipe. I kind of did, but there are so many, right? And it's just a combination of all the ones that I saw. And I used boneless, skinless chicken thighs on this. You could use chicken breast, evidently. You could use, right? I saw one that actually had something similar, but it had shrimp too, right? I don't know if I have shrimp. I'm not. If I do, it's in the freezer, and that's going to be, it might be, it's got to defrost. It's kind of thickening up. It's not quite where I'd like it to be, so we'll just let it cook for a little bit, and that's just the way things are when you don't have a pre-made, and there's no editing, there's no cut. Wait a minute, hold on, back up, time out. It's just that. I'm going to rinse my hands off real quick. I'm right here still. I ain't going anywhere, right? I was going to wear my other apron today, but I realized it's dirty from one of the last ones, and I needed to wash it, so it's in the dirty clothes making hamper bucket, where the dirty clothes go. You know what it is, right? Oh, there. If you look, or here, let's listen for a second. Get some moments in. Nice. It is thickening a bit. All right. Let's do this. We use the scooper. Right. And we'll take some chicken and pour over that. Can you see it? A little bit of sauce. A little more chicken. Again, boneless, skinless. I think it's got a little more flavor with the boneless, skinless chicken than the chicken breast. And pre-season the chicken when you cook it. That way, you got flavor in it, I think. I don't know. You guys I don't know what I'm doing, right? We're just swagging this. Scientific wild beef guess. Swag. It's good times. So, now, we got the sliced onions over the top for presentation. I don't know if I have any in here, but maybe, if we're super lucky, in the Spice Make It Happen box up here, we might have some, what are they? Sesame seeds? Yeah, sesame seeds. Sure. Of course, when I want those, they're not anywhere to be found. But that's alright. So we are missing a few ingredients. Is it going to be good? Well, we're going to find out. I'm going to turn that off because it's fully cooked, and the chicken was, again, already cooked. So there's no need to leave it boiling. Maybe some of the steam will settle down, right? And it's simmering. There we go. I'll give you a view of that. It's a little bit runny, right? I think you can see it. Should we taste it? Oh, it's super hot, you guys. But we're going to taste it. Yes, we're going to taste it. We're also going to put those scallions, onions, green onions, whatever they are, in there. You can also, when you're making the chicken thighs or the chicken breasts, some of the recipes had you mix the cornstarch in with the chicken when it was raw and the seasoning, and then fry it with that, and it gives it a little bit crispier crunch to it, and that's not wrong. But I was trying to make it as close as I can remember to that mall stuff. And you'll see bourbon chicken like at the mall. That's the ones I looked at. And I got most of it. A little more brown sugar over the top because why not? All right, there we go. Bourbon chicken, and that's not bad. Yeah, I'm a little bit. I'm gonna taste it. I'm gonna taste it. Oh, see, now it's thickening. Of course, wait a few minutes, it'll be fine. Let's get a spork, let's get a fork. Okay, let's try the rice. Tastes like canned red beans and rice. That's not terrible. Sort of flashing back to my MRE videos there, but that's okay. No, it's not. It's all right. All right, let's get a piece of chicken. Let's get a whole, that classic, the bite. Right, there it is. Hopefully you can see that. Looks good. Oh, it's warm. Okay. Needs a little more sugar, a little sweet. And I didn't get ketchup in there. There was ketchup, like about a half a cup of ketchup would have gone in here too. Not bad. Well, does it remind me of the mall? No, it's close though. But the memories of it are fine. I just didn't nail it this time. But you know what? We'll try it. I'll try variations on it as we go. But that was fun. Had a good time. And a lot of ingredients in this, right? A lot of ingredients. Measuring's good. Maybe needs a little more garlic, a little more ginger. But something's not quite right on that. Maybe it's the right. I should have maybe just done white rice. And I've still got a little bit left here. I'm sorry. The chicken's a little bit, well, it's a little bit cooked. Like, cooked with a capital C. I don't know what that means either. It's just fun. Everyone, thank you so much. As always, remember, be safe out there.